MrEA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Hurts. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
On first down, Dowling. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Take four.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Carolina. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And he fires one, but incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Dancing away at the 35. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, That ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On first down, Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Check safety, check safety. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Cracks.
That caught by Trimble. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down at 4, Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
They go play action with Hurts. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Check nickel.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
But we always talk about down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wentz.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play play action. Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is no good. He missed it. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
They'll run on first down. Downing. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And the Eagles first down.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw.
They'll check this one down to Gainwell.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 41, Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Prime. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now Wentz to try again after the pick-6. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. On play action, it's Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Dowling, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Still 9 remaining on second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
On the handoff, Gainwell.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This is McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Check 13. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
4 down. Mike 41, Mike 41. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run on 1st down. Downing, shedding through the defense. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Gainwell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Hurts. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Downing, a solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gainwell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
41 the mic, 41 the mic. Check 41.
Here's Wentz to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Dowling, and just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On first down, Dowling. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as it touchdown Panthers. DJ Moore, 55 yards. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead and the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's to his running back, Gainwell.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. To throw is Wentz. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. But no help there as they'll get to him at the 5. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Wentz. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Wentz. This is Anderson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, and we'll watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. So a nice pickup there, all the way up past the 40-yard line. Back to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.